here we are in July already. I mean, can you believe it? Great harvest. And July signals a couple things for us. Even though we're just 2 weeks into official summer, the plants start they get different signals because of the amount of daylight that they get. So one of the things that this always brings to mind is getting ready for our fall and winter garden. I know it seems a little early, but you always have to think a little bit ahead. In the past, we have had varying success with our fall and winter crops. Last year was quite good because I think we had a bit more structured plan. I'd like to continue that so that we can come and graze. It's a much less active gardening, but it's, you know, grazing. You can take a little bit here and there from the garden. And what happens in our climate is you plant in the summer, usually mid to not even really late summer, because you need to get things planted by the end of July pretty much here. You can do a few things into August, but what you want to do is you want to get the plants growing so that they are almost mature when the rains hit. So that, because you really don't get a whole lot of active growth once the temperatures cool off, and we get really cool nighttime temperatures. So then you have produced those plants, and then you can harvest them throughout the fall and winter months. The types of crops that are good for that, a lot of the brassicas. So there's purple sprouting broccoli that we all enjoyed this spring, right? Mm-hmm. And then the spinach that we had, Jen had planted, we think in August we were talking about that.
We picked it all winter.
And we picked it all winter. It was fabulous. So, and then in the spring when the nice weather came, it took off. And so we had, you know, beautiful spinach to harvest. Brussels sprouts, of course, carrots, beets, some lettuces for the fall, but not so much winter once you get a hard frost, unless you protect them either with a cloche or sometimes even a row cover will keep 3 or 4 degrees warmer. So it's all of those elements, and we'll talk in a minute about our individual experience. I want to kind of go around because we have lots of experienced gardeners. But if you want to learn more and more about fall and winter veggie, there's a workshop here in this building sponsored by Food Roots this coming Sunday from 10 to noon. And it's a $10 fee, which is heavily subsidized. But we have a speaker coming from Clackamas Community College, Chris K. I'm not even going to try his last name because it's hard to pronounce. Anyway, I have seen him speak before at other workshops, and he's a very good speaker and very knowledgeable. And he has not only academic experience, but also hands-on. He worked at a Coast Range farm for a number of years down by Eugene, between Eugene and Florence. So, okay, so let's talk about a few other experiences that we've had. Monica, you had your hand up for gardening?
Just when you mentioned various veggies that grow over winter and that we can start harvesting in the spring. Maybe I was spacing out. Did you mention purple sprouting broccoli?
I did. The purple sprouting broccoli, Swiss chard, kale, carrots, beets, spinach. What other brassicas? There's other brassicas. Oh, leeks go all winter.
Yeah, they go all winter.
Of course, you plant your garlic, shallots, all that in October, and you don't harvest those until July, but you can start picking a little bit here and there. Are there any others that you guys can think of?
Well, we have some artichokes. They're already in the ground, but you can harvest those all winter long.
Right. There was a suggestion this morning that we plant another row of peas. Our partial row of snow peas is just about done, the ones we planted first. So we're thinking if we have more peas, we'll get some more and we'll plant some peas, because if we plant them now, they will be killed with the first frost. But we've got, I mean, here we are, early July. It's like 1 week into July. So very likely we'll be able to get some harvested. So we're going to plant a short row of those.
Yeah, so I have a question about that. What about the heat?
Well, you know.
When would you normally plant fall peas?
I planted mine now, and I did this last year. We had pretty hot weather last year too. And it's a quick harvest kind of, because they want to, you know, kind of go bad, but it worked just fine. And if you have a place in the garden that isn't quite as intense, like something that partially shades it, that's even better.
Really? Yeah. So speaking of intense sun, look what we got. Okay, I am thinking of a number between 1 and 50.
And what is the number?
43.
27.
Oh my gosh.
Here we